Well, one thing we were learning from the members was that they wanted to learn different applications that they could use in their own newsrooms. And I think one of the things was that they wanted to learn how to use these different software tools a little bit better to help them out. And so we were trying to take tips from our members on what they wanted to learn, like the one thing about making an app or using an app for phones, because everyone's looking at their phones for news. And so even for tribal newspapers, I think that was really important, so they can get that information out there, because so many of our people are in urban areas. First, there was some hesitancy to try it, to go with it. But now I see that, with the use of social media, people getting on Facebook, on Twitter, the need to have this information out there. Especially like this past week where they had on the Oglala Lakota people's lands, when they were stopping those trucks for the XL pipeline, and that went out quickly. Someone posted Facebook and people were sharing it, and this information was getting out there. I know as soon as I saw it, I was posting it on Twitter to try and get people's attention to it. So I know now, they know this is a powerful tool that they need to learn how to use. I really, truly believe it's a way of making our people aware of all the different issues that are going on, and if there needs to be something done, they're going to Facebook, they're going to Twitter, they're asking people to do something, and people are doing it. I think the tribal people are seeing a lot more of their information getting out, even if it's not from their own paper, it's from their own people posting it. So they're realizing this information is getting on social media and the internet, Twitter, or whatever. So, if they have a tribal newspaper, or if they have a radio station, they're getting hooked on the internet so they can have more contact. Well, with NAJA, we just work with this new media in Indian country, so our members know that we're trying to show them the different things that are going on out there. Also showing mainstream media that Natives are connected through these different uses of new media. And as well as Unity, we're getting ready to get the deadlines, like the student projects. I think the deadline is today, scholarships, as well as the early bird registration stuff is going on. And we're putting out the programming schedules soon about the programming that's going to be there. And one of the things that Unity wants to do this year is to have it more so that all the different associations are attending each one of our own stuff, that we're not separating ourselves, and that we're becoming more involved with each other. Because I know we tend to stay within our own group when we go to Unity, but I would encourage all our NAJA members to meet someone new, make different connections, because I've been in this the past couple years, and I see the power of us banding together for a certain issue that is going on, especially with diversity and newsroom cuts going on. We're helping each other out. So, if you're going to Unity, meet someone new. Go to those different workshops that you probably wouldn't have thought to go to. But it's going to be really exciting. We have the National Gay and Lesbian Journalists Association is going to be joining us this year. It's going to be really exciting stuff that's going to be going on. So I'm really excited.
We think that it's a wonderful opportunity for us to invite tribal professionals to campus to really delve into the tools for new media, which is really the focus for today. To discover whether it's Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. Later on today, we're going to be looking at some sessions for we're calling it a web boot camp and application development, as well as new information sites to news sites. Later on this afternoon, we'll also have a presentation by Opubco about a product that they offer that I think would be ideal for some tribal newspapers as they look to how do they push out information to their constituencies via the smartphone, tablets, etc. And I think it's it really is just a day of discovery, so we can kind of find out what needs are out there, and hopefully as we did this year from last year, we went from the very general, we're starting to get more specific, and hopefully over this next year we'll be able to offer some very intensive half day to 1 day training sessions, for, maybe it's Photoshop, maybe it's Illustrator, maybe it's InDesign, maybe, who knows, maybe it's Final Cut Pro. But we really want to offer, what the tribes need to help them. Even though, even some of the larger tribes that have outside ad and PR agencies that take care of a lot of that for them, there still is a lot of internal communication that tribes could benefit from, and we feel that, in our partnership with the Native American Journalists Association and the Institute for Research and Training here at OU, that we have something of value to offer. I think it's the exact right time, and more importantly than maybe being the exact or the right time, I think the younger members of these tribes expect it. It is part of their world. I mean, if you look at the proliferation of cellular phones and especially smartphones, I think the younger tribal members are ahead of the rank and file, and I think if tribes hope to keep their the next generation coming up engaged and informed and passing down those stories that are so important to tribes, I think they're going to have to use the media that their young people are using. And I think that the vitality for any tribe is really encapsulated in the way that they get that information out. Because as you said, you can send information in a much more efficient and quicker way, and you can reach many members with just literally a push of a button. And I think that it's I don't know that it's so much an option anymore. I think it's almost an imperative for tribes to do this. And it's again, it's not just the major marketing or public relations or advertising efforts that they go through, but it's how they communicate on a daily basis with their tribes and for health and safety issues, information about upcoming events, education opportunities, etc. And I think it's what the younger members reflect, and it's what they expect. And I think tribes have to respond to them.